How's everybody doing? Well, I'm in another hotel. Yes, I had to move from the extended stay to now go to another hotel, and I had to stay at that hotel. I'm now at the Hilton. I'm going for surgery. I already did one part of the surgery. I'm here because I have to see a specialist, and I already saw one here in Houston. And then for the actual oral surgery, I have to go to Dallas. So yeah, the specialist oral surgeon is in Dallas. So I'm staying in a hotel for 30 days. It's costing me like $3,000, and the surgeries alone is like $5,000. So it's like 10 grand between the hotels and my surgery. This is my Saturn return. It came in with a bang, baby. But this infection could have killed me. That shit scared us. I was mad and I was scared. I was scared. When my friend Malcolm X died, that shook me. That shook me. Because, he to die so young. I'm still grieving him. I'm still grieving. Because I still can't believe that this happened. I can't. I just can't. I can't believe it. He didn't even make it to his Saturn return. It took him before it even hit. And I'm in it. And this infection could have killed me. It plays in my head over and over again. I'm still not out of the clear with the surgeries. But it just like, damn. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not afraid of dying. And I don't think anything bad is going to happen to me when I go through this. I'm just, I was just shocked that this happened. That this was happening, and then what happened to DMX? It was just, and then that happened. This is Saturn. Guys, take count. Then the divorce, the separation, losing the apartment in New York and so in Tribeca. All of that is a whole change in your life. Losing weight. Look at me. Look at my. I have no arms. Look at me. It's fierce. It's fierce. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said to myself, this isn't me. Oh my God, who am I becoming? But listen, it is what it is. But I am happy to be here doing the video. What's painful about this whole process is not be able to do my videos, not be able to be consistent in keeping my appointments during the birth chart with a lot of people. I've had to cancel a lot of charts. My school. I'm running a school. And I have a lot going on, so I cannot be absent out of the picture. I got nobody to replace me. My success, this happened too quickly. I wasn't even prepared, because I was focused on my other companies. I just filed Chapter 11 for my travel company, and I lost $100,000 on that one. So Saturn is coming hard. He's coming hard. I'm just very, very thankful that I'm still alive, and I plan to be. So, I'm doing what I got to do to appease the gods. Because this is the time where you got to, okay. They start doing, it's like being in school and it's a report card day. And God forbid that you don't have a D or an F on report card day, because then that might be it. You ain't going to pass it. And so now you're fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, though. I'm good. I'm going to keep it good. I'm going to stay strong. I like this hotel because it got gym, it got computers. The last hotel I was in, it was $348 a day, and it was like, $348 a day is cheap compared to the thousands I've paid a day. No, but it's no high end. But I had to pay $500 at least to come here, because at least I got computers, I got internet and Wi-Fi. I didn't have anything in the other places. It's crazy. I love you too. I love all of you. I miss you guys. But I've been under heavy medication. I'm not drinking. I'm not smoking. but I am drinking a little bit and smoking of spliff today. Keisha Farmer, thank you so much for asking for her. I tell you, if it wasn't for her, I don't know what I'd do. She was the one that booked and found a specialist for me. While New York failed me, Texas bailed me out. Scorpio, when she found out that my dentist failed me, she put me on a plane and brought me back to Texas, found a specialist, and it's one of the best in Texas. That's Scorpio. That's the power of Scorpio. So she got me straight. So I thank God for her. So that allows me to focus on my work, which is you, taking care of you. A lot of you have subscribed to Patreon and Vimeo. A lot of you are asking for videos, and if you don't find them on YouTube, they are on Patreon or Vimeo. But you're not going to find them on Patreon if you're not a member. You got to be a member. But you will find them in Vimeo where I'm selling them. Okay? I haven't done any content on Patreon for the entire month of March and half of April. April is almost over. And I have not done any content because I've not been doing well. And next few weeks, they're going to do a complete surgery in my mouth, which means that I might not be able to speak. So I got to hit this running before they seal my mouth. I will, because they got to take care of 8 teeth and the whole gum area. So the whatever tried to attack the gums and the teeth, which was very insidious because I didn't smell anything. I have no cavities. My teeth look nice and pink. The doctors, we had no idea. That's Saturn. Saturn rules the teeth. My God, if I did not fucking complain about that pain out here, I would have been dead. That's what happened to my mother. And I witnessed that because I inherited these things from my mother. My mother was in Aries. And my moon is in Aries. And I'm the firstborn. Oh, yes. I love Texas. I love Texas. I do. I didn't think I would. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think I would. I like no racist cracker state that kills people that look like me. I don't care. And I did not want to come here. And my managers, the board of directors, oh, you got to come here. You're going to love Houston. Houston is different. It's not like Dallas is more unfriendly and other places. Stay in Houston. I'm like, But I like Houston and I love the mansions here. They're absolutely beautiful, and majestic and spacious. But yes, I'm beginning to like it here. And I think that the more and more I have to kind of come into a psychological acceptance that I think my new life will be here. I think I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do if I'm going to get another apartment in New York or completely cut my ties with New York. I don't know. I don't know what to do. These are the Saturn periods and phases that one goes through. And this is what the Saturn return brings. It's not an easy time. I've been crying every day over a DMX and myself and what I'm going through and the aloneness, the loneliness, everything. It attacks everything. It's intense. It's intense. But I'm heavily medicated, so the pain is subsiding. Got my little drink and got my split, and I'm ready now to begin talking about greetings. I'm going to begin talking about the periods of the earth. But first, let us put some music together. Okay, so if you guys bear with me, I gotta put some music. Well, how do I do that? My tablet, I lost my tablet. What's this? What's this? Let's go here. Okay, you guys see me? Doom, is who okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you, Max. Relax. Channel A. I'm trying to read your comments. Abayomi thought you can't drink. You thought right. You thought right. Some messages, okay, live chat, not okay. Live chat. Hello, Felipa. We was cans and shit. Here it is. Here's a martini. Here it is. And it's a margarita. It's a margarita. Can you see me? It's a margarita. I don't have liver cancer or any kind of cancer. They've done all those tests. Yeah, I don't have that. None of that. What do you know about Romanian witchcraft? The same thing I know about African, Celtic, German, Slavic, and Native American, and Aryan witchcraft. They're all the same, just different names. You see me? Thank you. Cheers. I got my drink right here. You can't see that much. Oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. It might be on your end. DMX was great. He really was. He really was. A very sweet guy. He's nothing like you think he is on the stage. Nothing. Nothing. And yes, I know that interview with Ayanla and what he did, but that was something else, you know, maybe he was on something, but that's not how he really is at all. I refuse to watch that tape. I refuse to watch that video with Ayanla, and I refuse to get any comments from even the studio and the people that know him. No. I wanted to know him the way I knew him. Untainted, the real self, without all that bullshit. Because, you know, you really don't know somebody until you really know them. And he's nothing like they say he was in the TV. He was a very nice, very, very sweet guy. Really. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, now let's talk about the periods. The periods. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't even know where to begin. You know. Yes. And I'm still slightly depressed behind this. I have to do a lot to keep myself in good spirits, despite my own crisis that I'm going through. You know, so that they hurt and blew a punch to a lot of people, especially the entertainment world. It rocked it to the core, as it should. And the music industry, well, let's not talk about that one. Well, that's a good question. Who said that? Someone made a question. Moha, hold on. Moha 35. Moha 35 said, is the first Saturn return the worst? That's a good question. The answer is, though, I'm going to say yes. The worst Saturn return occurs on your first Saturn return. Yes, the spliff. It's the worst. I'll tell you why though, because it might not be what you think. Well, you know what? And I know a lot of people with Saturn in Aquarius. And that's deep too. But it's not so bad. It's not so bad. You know why? Because don't forget that before Uranus was discovered in 1841, the ruler of Aquarius was Saturn. Did you all forget? Don't tell me you forgot. Don't tell Uncle Fernando that. Because then that means you ain't doing your homework. Saturn is the classical. Now why you all do that? See? Now fuck it. Yes, you did. I saw you did it. Yes, you did. The reptilian. The reptilian got mad because he got left out of the equation. See, it's always the reptilian that caused the mischief. They are definitely the most demonic. Yes, you are. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing new. You know that. Hush. Hush. Sorry about that. No. Listen. Look. That's right. I'm about to go in. You all know how I do. Yeah, I know, because they're telling me that I shouldn't be smoking and this will kill me with all the stuff going on in my head. But I trust in God and in deity. They keep me alive and they just tell me, go ahead, smoke a little bit, but we're going to give you your day. I'm going to do it. Hey, I'm still alive, am I? And I think I look pretty good. Despite what I'm going through, I think I look pretty good. I think I'm holding it down. You know, I'll tell you, I bounce back and look better than ever. Because I believe in me. Well, who else are you going to believe to? Believe. You have to believe in you. You. If you learn anything from me, believe that. Oh, Uncle Fernando, he may be a motherfucker, whatever, but he believes in his own shit. Even if it is my own lies, I believe him. And there's power in belief. Money is not power. Knowledge is not power. Belief is power. Belief. The Arabs are correct about this. Belief is power. It's all on what you let go in here. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. While I roll me another spliff. This is what has happened. I've always been the real me at the core. I've always been real. It's always been me real. There ain't nothing fake about me. You know everything. I do my drugs, there's nothing fake. It's real all the way. Yes, it has cost me, but I have the power and strength to handle it. Oh, what can I say? What can I say about the periods? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, thank you. Thank you foresee my true power. And it does take time when you know somebody to get to see their true power. Whether they're full of shit or not. Are they going to cave in at the first moment of crisis? That's how you know a nigga or not. You know somebody by what they can handle or not handle. And you guys have known me for 3-4 years. I've never said a lie about anything. I let you know who I am, the good, the bad, and a little bit of the ugly. But my knowledge is not a lie, it's truth. And I'm here for any person to tell me that it's not. Because I stand behind my word. Now, my personality, you might not like it, you might not take it, and that's okay. The important thing here is that you get the work, that you accept the work, the knowledge, and that you can verify it. I don't give you anything that you cannot verify on your own. I'm a Virgo, remember. We are natural researchers. And I'll tell you, and if you don't know how to research, I will teach you how to do it. That way no one can give you a fib and you understand knowledge and you know how to get it and you can separate facts from fiction. Yes, I have told you and I'm going to repeat it again. Because some of you are young and bears repeating. Okay? And I am getting old, so I might repeat more than once, especially if I'm smoking this ganja. Stand up. You might have to explain to me what drafty yoga means. What is that? Now I'm acting very Libra. Oop, oop, doop, like I don't know, right? Thank you. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah. Oh, this is going to be a good one. How many of you are going to your first Saturn return? Let me do this for you. A freebie. I'm gonna give you a freebie because you're like my babies. Especially if you're in your 20s, you're like my baby, and I'm here to help you. How many of you are going to your Saturn return? Okay, what planet? Okay, one. We got one person, two. Related to Cali, three. Very good. The G. And who else? Brittany, she's going through hers. Abiomi, you're going through yours. You're 30. Very good. Turin, Floor, yes, you're going through yours too. Yes. Who else? Abraham Robinson is going through his. Very good. Trill, you just finished yours. Trill Wallets, 33. Good. Who else? Oh, yes, we got Abraham 20 Saturn in Aquarius. Tell me this. Tell me the sign where Saturn is, and I'm gonna give you a quick reading. Give me the Saturn placing the sign, and tell me your name here, so I can. I'm gonna have to write it down. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down. Hold up. Let me go. Here we go. Oh, I love. See? Oh, it's so grimy. Grimy. Look at that. Grimy. I love, you know, it's expensive to stay here, but I understand why it's expensive. They got everything available for you. I don't gotta go too far. I love convenience. I can take notes and I love that, you know. And if you have to pay for that, so be it. I love convenience. Okay, Saturn in Scorpio. We got Saturn in Scorpio, Saturn in Sag. All right, let's go. Let's see who else. Saturn in Capricorn. And who else? Let me see. Namu, Saturn in Pisces, Saturn in Scorpio. Okay, we got that. Rebecca, Saturn in Libra. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do one more. Saturn in Aquarius. Okay, we got 5. So, before I begin, okay, I'm going to take the first, I'm going to take Saturn in Scorpio, Saturn in Sagittarius, Saturn in Capricorn, and Saturn in Libra, and Saturn in Aquarius. We're going to do those. I'm going to do those now, okay? I'm going to do a few minutes each. And then I'm going to do the video, and then I'm going to do another part for you guys, okay? And please donate, since I'm not getting any money from YouTube since I left YouTube. And of course, you do it through PayPal.me/Keisha Farmer. Huh? And if you got Zelly, you can use my phone number, 3474-856-258, because it goes right into the business account. So that's finally we got the LLC getting all that stuff started. Let me roll the joint, and let me jump right in and discuss the first one, which is Saturn in Scorpio. Ooh. I need to roll the split for this one. So you know it's going to be good. You already know. Okay. You're very welcome. If you got Zelly, okay, then my number is 3474-856-258, and you can do it through Zelly, my phone number, if you have Zelly. Otherwise, it'll have to be PayPal through Keisha Farmer. And she's the administrator. She's in the LLC. I've been the administrator, so she doesn't get the money. The company does. I don't get the money either. The company does. Okay? It's an LLC. The money don't go to us. It goes directly to the company. Okay. Yes, I founded the company. Yes. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I forgot what the name of this one was. Oh, they've got so many names for them. And you know, Uncle Fernando is 53. Oh, I heard Purple Motherfucker, Bitch Slap, Slow Fuck Against the Wall, Beeswax, Wazzy, Bow Wow, Wawa, all kinds of names. I don't know what they do. I've already got the first 5. I will do Saturn in Leo next, but it won't be in this video. I will never get to the actual, series. So I'm gonna put Saturn in Leo, and that will be in the next video. Yes, this is my hotel. It's cute. That's my bed. And of course, my little altar there. That's outside. And of course, the archons right there by the floor where the candle is, which represents the demonic energies. While these represent the celestial energies, which is what the Bible is there in the Torah and other sacred texts. But if you're a shaman, you deal with both. You deal with both. Because nature is both. Okay. Oh, yeah, I've had to do some voodoo and witchcraft. I'm Dominican and Haitian. So, of course, yes, I do. And I got the pentagram on me. Come on now. Come on, This is 101. Really? You don't know me. You know how I just can't be too public because, there are people that try to come for me. And, and I never believed it, because I don't believe, people tell me, oh, Fernando, you're paranoid. No, bitch, I ain't no paranoid. Shit. You get death threats. Really, bitch? No. Don't play with that. Got the wrong one. But yet these things do happen. And you can't ignore them. You have to be careful. You got to stay on top of it. My Neptune is in Scorpio. So I get hunches, visions, dreams. Once someone's trying to hurt me or throw me evil eye or something, I have dreams about it. My archons tell me. They let me know. So, it's hard to fool us. We're going to know who you are, even before you get through the door. Another reason why the church couldn't stand us. Now, okay, here. Saturn in Scorpio. Oh, boy. If this is your first Saturn return, and you are born with Saturn in one of the most terrifying constellations named by Ptolemy of the 26th dynasty of Egypt. If you got Saturn in Scorpio, which was one of the first 6 constellations, old in antiquity. Then you know pain. You know crisis. You know agony and existential anguish. Because not only are you experiencing it in this life, but you caused it in other lifetimes. So now you are going to receive that pain in which you've inflicted upon others in other lifetimes. When you're born with Saturn in Scorpio, the first 30 years are the worst. The worst. The very worst. Alhamdulillah. Now, I need to take a fucking drink on this one. What? Are you stupid? I can't tell you what a fucked up position it is. It's fucked up. If you're a boss and you got this position, I feel sorry for your employees. Because you don't even see your own cruelty. And if your father was a son of a bitch, then you've learned to be even worse than he is. There is psychological trauma, pain, and suicide. I won't be surprised if suicide played a role at any point in the life of these people. Saturn in Scorpio can make you go to some of the most horrendous experiences. Oh, the rate of suicide attempt with Saturn and Scorpio is stupid. My father was a Capricorn, and he has Saturn in Scorpio. And I used to have nightmares of him killing me. He would take me over here and throw me out on a cliff. And then I found out that my father hated me and my twin brother, and he wanted us dead. I used to have dreams every day of being killed by my own father, throwing me off a cliff. Oh, it's horrendous. Saturn is Scorpio. Ooh. And people wonder why I fucking drink and drug. I've been through some shit in my life, some shit. But this is the Aries moon. You know? You have to be strong internally, or you will be destroyed by a whooping willow that blows in the wind. And there is knowledge that you gain from strength, and that you gain from fierce conflict and adversity, opposition and conflict. If it doesn't kill you, they're absolutely right. It does make you stronger. You become an onyx stone, a topaz, or a diamond. To get to be that precious of a stone, you gotta go through some shit. It doesn't come easy. And with Saturn in Scorpio, it's like you go to the military and you come in as a grunt. But when you come out, you are a 5-star general. Because you've been there, done it. From the trenches all the way up to admiral. It is a climb. To have Saturn in Scorpio means that the climb to success is going to be terraneous, arduous, worse than the terrain in Vietnam, if you know anything about that. Or the African or the Russian tundra of ice and snow. Who can live in such environments? That's Saturn in Scorpio. Or live in the middle of the Sahara, where if you don't know anything about desert life, you will be dead before you get there. Saturn in Scorpio. If you have this position, you know pain, you know lack, you know conflict. You've caused it and you know how to take it. And because of that, you have a tremendous resilience within you, which makes you win at the end, but never in mid-course or at the beginning. Your success occurs much later, Scorpio. Okay, that was Saturn in Scorpio. We still got time to do the other 4 because I usually do an hour and a half, so we're only 38 minutes, so we haven't really gone too much. Did anyone else enter? Let's see. That's right, I had diamond created under high pressure. So those who were born with Saturn and Scorpio go through intense pressure. Oh, Marilyn Reed, stop it. Come on, you're precious. Yes. Sagittarius. Oh, I ran out on my margarita. I gotta re-up. Oh, please. All right. All right. All right. Are you guys there? Good, good. No, I needed my spliff. Saturn. No, this is margarita. This is mango. And yes, it's hurting a little bit. My tooth. When the one they took out, because there's a bone, they don't want me to get dry socket, which I heard is very painful. So I do a lot to medicate. And I am a magician. I do my prayers and stuff. And they're telling me, drink, smoke, don't worry. And you know me, I'm a magic person, so it's not hurting. Normally, I would not be doing this. When I'm not in the air, I don't do this. I'm doing this because I'm with you. But I do not do this. I have not been drinking, smoking. And I think some of you can tell I'm not. I don't mess with this because it'll go here or in the heart. The tooth is very dangerous. And I'm in my second Saturn return. I don't want Gabriel to look at me when he's collecting soul. I'm like, wait, I'm not ready to go yet. No, wait, no, wait. I ain't ready yet. So they're gonna look at me like, well, bitch, don't be doing that shit, and I don't have to come and get you. I should write a play about it. Yes, I'm gonna put aloe, is that? Something. I know I got no beat. I lost my laptop. I know I paid $1,500 for that bitch. And but I've been attacked too with witchcraft. I've been attacked with witchcraft. Bad. Oh, yes. Yes. I cannot discuss it because I'll never get to the curriculum. But I've been, oh, yeah. I know. I've had to be magical and call the corners and, you know, and do witchcraft. Do what I know how to do. I'm a Virgo. This is my nature. So I had to call the corners and call upon nature to help me battle this shit. And they got the wrong nigga. But I'm going to tell you. Because this I know how to do well. But I don't do it, you know, like that. I have to do it sparingly. But I'm in my second Saturn return. And I ain't ready to leave this motherfucker yet. So I'm going to put my part to continue to stay here. Yeah, I'm going to do no listen. Witchcraft could be evil or it could not be evil. It depends on the practitioner. No? And thank you, I'm not going nowhere. I don't own that. No, thank you. When you're born with Saturn and Sagittarius, we got a real problem. A real problem. And here, okay, I'm a start guy, so it's like we're in class. Put your pencils, take out your notebook, stop talking, stop drinking, stop, take out your gums out of your mouth and pay attention. Yeah. When I finish, you ask your questions, but not listen, because this will help all of you. You have to understand that everything has an evolution. And I'm talking to you guys that are born with Saturn and Sagittarius. Understand that Aries is the baby. He knows no better. Taurus is the Uber. The ego is learning its environment, but it still doesn't know that it's its own being. Then it grows and develops an ego. By this, we reach Gemini, number 3. Number 3, if you remember in numerology or if you've taken my courses on occultism, number 3 is the first number of initiation. Here, we begin the transformation from animal to human, or from plant to animal, or from mineral to plant, and then from plant to animal, and then from animal to human, and then from human to God. These are the stages of evolution. And the signs of the zodiac represent those evolutionary phases. So Gemini is the child, the young child. We're talking 6, 7, 8. Cancer is about 9, 10, 11, 12. Leo represents the teen years, the teenager, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then when we reach 20, it goes into Virgo, which represents the adult. Now we are 6 signs ahead. There's 12 signs. We've gone into psychological, human, physical development from Aries, the baby, to Virgo, which is now the adult. Now we are in our 20s. 21. Again, 2 and 1 is 3. Another phase in initiation. Different from number 3. Here, when you're 21, you have more sense and more experience than you did at 13. This is Virgo. And these are the stages 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Now we are reaching Saturn return. Now we have one phase ending and another one beginning. And here is the beginning of Saturn. Let me take 1 minute break, please. I hope you're liking it. Thank you so much for waiting. Thank you so much for waiting. But, I have to do a little tinkle. So understand that from Aries to Virgo, we have done the first 6 signs of the zodiac. And here we have personal self-development from Aries to Virgo. That's age 30. Here we have an ending of one cycle and the beginning of another. So what happens now is that there's a change in consciousness. You are no longer supposed to worry about your own development by the time you reach 30. You should already know who you are by the time you reach age 30. Now, what you should be concerning yourself is matters that deals with Libra. The next sign from Libra to Pisces is the next 6, and they deal with relationships. Libra deals with being married. And when you get married, you have sex, Scorpio. And when you have sex, you have children, Sagittarius, which is the continuation of the race. And you teach them your own progeny, your own philosophy, and it's not passed down to the children. And then they create a foundation which begins in Capricorn. Here we begin another ending of a cycle and another beginning of another one, Aquarius, where now you know who you are, you met your wife, you got children, they got married, you've retired. What's next? Now we got Aquarius. Now you decide where you stand between you and the Creator. Because the next sign is Pisces. And here is where you surrender what you've known and go back to what you were that you did not know. We return back to the abyss where we came from. But when we return to the abyss, we bring experience. This is the lesson that is marked with Saturn in Sagittarius. But we have a problem here. Well, let me let you digest that, okay? Let me let you digest that. Uncle Fernando is going through his shit, but I'm not off my game. Let that sink in. No, 29 and a half is the Saturn return. Yes, I do love olive oil. And I put it in my head. I anoint myself with olive oil. Oh, yes. I don't know. You're talking to the right one. Look, I know. Thank you. You know. Listen, I take full responsibility about what I do and what I don't do. This isn't about blame. This is about letting you know how Saturn operates. Blaming is a relative term. I at 53 years old claim everything I do, whether it's right or wrong. But Saturn can be inconvenient sometimes. Okay. Now that that's sunk in, understand how this affects those born with Saturn and Sagittarius. First of all, I did mention before in my videos, you may not remember, that we have two types of crises. Okay? Two. There are two states of crisis that we encounter. Crisis in action and crisis in consciousness. Crisis in action and crisis in consciousness occurs on two signs of the zodiac, Scorpio and Sagittarius. The most painful of the psychological crisis occurs in Sagittarius. The crisis that strikes you at the phase of Sagittarius. Because you don't have to be a Sagittarius to go through a Sagittarian phase. Understand what a Sagittarian phase is, just like a Scorpio or a Virgo, what I described to you the phases of these signs in which Saturn happens to be in. But the phases represent, like the chakras, they represent different stages of development. And when we're dealing with Sagittarius, we're dealing with the higher mind. The problem with Sagittarius, let me tell you what the problem with Sagittarius is. And I'm talking about the sun sign Sagittarius and the moon sign Sagittarius. Because you're not going to find this with anybody else that has planets in Sagittarius. I got Mars in Sagittarius. And I don't think like this. But this does seem to be the thinking strategy of those born with the sun in Sagittarius and the moon there. And the issue is, which is very similar to that of Aquarius, is that they think that they know everything. They know everything, and you can't question them. The arrogance is beyond me. And I thought I was arrogant. I'm very arrogant, but I never knew no arrogance like Sagittarius. It's what? 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 Shit, man, you don't know nothing. Now you see, bitch ass nigga, I'm sorry about that. See, they're making me curse now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lying. I ain't lying. What? And I got a brother who's Sagittarius. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these people. The arrogance in Sagittarius is unlike any other. But this is the yes, and they don't want to admit it, and they hate it when you call it to their face. They hate it when you call it to their face. Let me tell you what the problem is with Sagittarius. It's ruled by Zeus, Jupiter, the king of the gods. And if you know your mythology, Zeus had a son. Do you know your mythology? Who was Zeus's son? Hey, Hercules. Do you know what the name Hercules means? Which is Greek. Do you know what it means? And this one is a doozy. It means Aries. The son of Zeus is Aries. Apollo is the name in the Greco-Roman. Don't forget, we got Greek and Roman. They got different names. Okay, guys? Well, I want to see you flip. Aries is the son of Zeus. This is Greek mythology. What you're talking is Roman or Macedonian, Egyptian, which have different names. But if you're not an anthropologist and if you don't know history, you're not going to know that. Do you understand why you need to study history? Uncle Fernando is telling you how to do it. Yes, the God of War, Aries, yes. Look it up or shut me up. Look it up or shut me up. Oh, I love it. This is intelligence at its best. Virgo. We know our shit. Look it up. It's Aries. That's where Aries gets his arrogance from, because his father is Zeus, the king of the gods. And Zeus is represented by Jupiter. Sagittarius, Mount Olympus. Yes, it's Obatala in the African religions, yes. It's Zeus, well, that's when Batala is white, like Zeus in the Greco-Roman. Different races, but the same God. Yes, the sun is exalted in Aries. Okay? Gotcha. With Saturn and Sagittarius, there is a crisis of belief. At one point in the life of the person with Saturn and Sagittarius, he's going to abandon his belief, or his belief will come into question, and he'll go into an existential crisis of loss of identity because the philosophy that he once held so dear is flawed. So now everything that was meant to him and that gave meaning to his life that he identified with is thrown out the window. So then that means that his own identity goes off with the philosophy. Did you hear what I just said? Yes, I am taking care of my health, taking care of myself. I promise you, Mother 35. Are you, am I bullshitting you? Let me know. Let me know. I'm right here. Tell me I'm full of shit. Tell me. I'm telling you the truth. I'm right here. I'm right here. Go ahead, tell me. Go ahead. Okay? So understand that if you want to understand your psychology, either you can't call me for a birth chart or go on your own and read these mythologies and see yourself in it. Because nothing has changed since the beginning of time. It's still the same script, different players.